Today, we're at the brand new Epic Universe. And I hope you're hungry because I'm taking you on a foodie tour of one of the most beautiful lands in any theme park, the Isle of Berk. I'll fill you in on everything you need to know about dining and how to train your Dragonland. We'll be trying almost all of the food, and at the end, I'll let you know what you absolutely must try and what you should probably skip. I'm super excited because today kicks off our food adventures in Epic Universe, where I'll be going land by land to try everything this park has to offer. I was here a few weeks ago trying the top 10 foods in the park, but I needed to dig deeper to really uncover all of the incredible food that I may have missed. And what better way to kick off this series than here in the Isle of Berk? There are 3 places to eat in this land. You'll even find the most viral food in the park here, but before we get to that, let's hit up Spitfire Grill. Now, Spitfire Grill is almost like a walk-up window where you can grab your food from, and I've heard from a lot of people that they're serving up some really great stuff here. They're serving up like bowl-style food here, so they've got a bunch of different proteins you could choose from, and then they each come with like 2 or so different sides with some veggies and stuff. They look really, really good. They look really fresh, and if I'm being honest, this is what I'm most excited to try today. Be warned though, there is no indoor seating since this is more of a walk-up grab-and-go window. They do have a covered seat, shaded seating area just across the way with plenty of tables though. Now they do actually have 5 different bowls you can choose from. I went with the 3 most popular bowls, the steak bowl, the salmon bowl, and the chicken bowl, but on top of these 3, they also have a shrimp bowl and a vegan bowl. And one thing I really like about these here is that it's not just the same side with every single bowl. They change things up. So you've got different sides with the steak bowl, with the chicken bowl, with the salmon bowl, and another thing I like about it is that say you wanted the steak as your protein, but you didn't like the sides with the mushrooms and stuff, and you wanted the sides from the chicken, you are able to put the steak on top of the sides from the chicken. You'll just have to ask a team member. Let's start basic with the Meat Lugs chicken bowl. This has ancient grains with a harissa spiced chicken, oven roasted Brussels sprouts with walnuts, a bell pepper harissa, smoked cheddar, and a paprika dressing for $16.99. We do have our chicken on a skewer here, and I guess this kind of reminds me of Chipotle. You know, we got chicken, we got peppers, we got rice, we got cheese. The Brussels sprouts are the only kind of different thing. And in terms of theme parks, this is a little bit similar to like Satuli Canteen in Animal Kingdom. And Satuli Canteen is like my favorite quick service at Disney World. So, see if this is better. So let's de-skewer our chicken. De-skewer. I don't think that's a word. And can we get it off the skewer? There we go. But I like how this is nice and grilled. You can see the grill marks on the chicken. I keep changing hands on my fork and knife. We'll cut ourselves off a piece. I hope this chicken isn't dry. It does look a little bit dry upon cutting into it, but let's hope it doesn't taste that way. We got a little rice, a little chicken, a little pepper. This is really good. The chicken is a tad dry, but the paprika dressing on top kind of makes up for that. It does have a little bit of a smokiness to it. It's not spicy if you were worried about that. Harissa can sometimes be quite spicy, and I wish it was a little spicier, honestly. I really like the sides. Honestly, the red bell peppers in this are really making this dish for me. They're not overly sauteed, so they're too mushy. Like, they still have a little bit of a bite to them, which I really enjoy. The rice underneath, the ancient grains are really, really nice. I think the cheddar is like a little bit unnecessary. Like, this is a great meal with some rice and veggies and chicken. I don't think you really need the cheddar, in my opinion. We've also got some Brussels sprouts, and look at how good this one looks. I love a good Brussels sprout. I'm surprised these are in here. And they even have 2 veggies in this one, so I love that. That's a good Brussels sprout. Wow. I don't know, guys. Right off the bat, I'm really, really enjoying this bowl here. Is it too early to say better than Satuli Canteen? I don't know. But we've certainly got a contender. We'll see. The steak and salmon will be the true test to see if it's better. And up next, Stoic's Steak Bowl. This has sticky rice, tenderloin steak, roasted balsamic mushrooms, a sweet potato hash, manchego cheese, and horseradish sauce for $19.99. Last time we started with the protein. This time we're going to start with the sides here. These balsamic mushrooms look quite tasty. And they are. Very good. I have a feeling they're going to taste good with the sticky rice as well. Also really good. Tastes like we've got maybe a little bit of like garlic in there. garlic sticky rice. Whatever it is, there's some flavor in that rice, unless it's just the Manchego cheese on top. That could totally be it. So far, rice is great. Mushrooms are great. Sweet potatoes. Okay, a little bit too mushy for me personally. Now for the steak. Should we just attack the skewer? Just go right for it? I guess so. Impressively tender beef. I wish it was cooked a little bit less. It's more of like a medium well, and I prefer a medium rare steak. However, I'm really shocked at the quality of the beef that they're using on this here. I don't really taste the horseradish sauce at all. I really don't taste it whatsoever, actually. So maybe you could ask for a little bit more if you wanted that flavor, but I honestly don't think it needs it. The meat is seasoned really well. The balsamic mushrooms are honestly gonna give it even more flavor when you kind of eat it all together. This is like a steak dinner in a bowl. It's really good. We've still got one more bowl to try though. This is Hiccup Salmon Bowl. It has ancient grains, grilled citrus salmon, jicama slaw, blistered cherry tomatoes, feta cheese, and an avocado crema for $18.99. This one's really interesting because we've got a little bit of a Greek inspiration from the feta and the tomatoes, but then we've also got a jicama slaw here, and there's a lot of this slaw. Crunchy, vinegary, yet sweet. I'm a fan. Ancient grains and feta. Rice is a little dry. It could use a dressing, but man, the spice from that jicama slaw is sneaking up on me a bit. I enjoy it. And once again, I'm impressed. The salmon has so much flavor in it. It's seasoned well. It remained nice and juicy on the inside. It's not dry at all. The avocado crema, again, I feel like all of the sauces get a little bit lost, except for the chicken. The sauce on the chicken was necessary. The sauce on the salmon and the steak aren't really necessary because I don't taste them that much. But the salmon itself is really good, and I feel like it's gonna go well with the feta and the rice. This is like a great healthy meal here. That's really good, especially with the slaw. The slaw is my favorite part of this one, honestly. The jicama slaw. I gotta say, I really enjoy all three of these bowls here. They all have qualities about them that I really enjoy. Like, I think these are really solid, and I would even go as far as saying, I haven't tried that many like full meals yet, but out of every full meal that I have tried, these are my favorite so far. And not only are they all really tasty, they're all pretty healthy and like lighter options. Sometimes when you're in the theme parks, it's a little bit hard to find lighter options with some veggies and stuff, and you end up eating a lot of chicken tenders and burgers and fries. I'll tell you, that's not really gonna happen here in Epic Universe because we're gonna find more unique dishes. And I mean, this is just such a great start right here. All of these are really good, fairly healthy, and I would get all three of them again. But if I had to choose between the salmon, the chicken, and the steak, the winner is right here, the steak. This is hands down my favorite. I like the sweet potatoes, the mushrooms, the balsamic mushrooms are really good. That Manchego just melts on top of everything nicely. And the steak, super tender. Little pricey for all these bowls here. They're all sitting right around $20 or so, but I will be getting probably all three of these again. This is such a great start to the video. I'm so happy, and I hope that's a sign that the rest of the food we're gonna have here today and How to Train Your Dragon Land is gonna be good as well.
Well, hello there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, doing great. Listen, your helmet's on fire. I don't know if anyone...
Oh, yes.
Anyone told you that?
Yes, it's currently, yes.
Yes, has anyone told you that?
No, nobody, not today.
You've been walking around all day and your helmet's been on fire.
I know. I do have a question though.
Yes, yes.
Is that a spatula or is that a shovel? What is going on here?
All right, I'll tell you, but don't tell anybody
Okay,
else,
okay.
right? Well, I use this to clean out the dragon stables.
Oh, definitely not a spatula then.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be weird.
Never a spatula. I would never walk past Mead Hall and stir the mead every morning or make any of the delicious cuisine that we've got.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would never do any of that.
Yeah, I don't think that would be allowed. I'm
Just don't
glad.
tell anyone.
Okay, well, I'm just about to eat at Mead Hall, so hopefully you didn't go in there
You're
yet.
gonna eat over at Mead Hall.
Yeah.
You should be fine.
What do you recommend?
What do I recommend? My turkey wings.
Turkey wings.
Turkey wings. You know why? We have them marinating in mead all day.
Hopefully not the mead that you used your spatula for
I mean,
there.
it was licked clean. So I don't know if that
By who?
By Toothless, obviously.
Okay.
He loves my turkey wings.
Okay. The next stop on our food journey brings us to Mead Hall, which is the main quick service dining location here in How to Train Your Dragon Land. We've made it inside. Ryan, can you tell us anything about Mead Hall?
Well, Mead Hall is from the How to Train Your Dragon movie series. It's where I think all the Vikings who live in Berk eat their food. I could only assume, because I've never seen one of these movies before.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither of us have seen How to Train Your Dragon, so let us know in the comments if we should check out that movie. I've heard good things. The one thing I can tell you about Mead Hall, though, is that every wood carving is apparently hand carved. Everything is hand painted in here. And they also said that all of the quilts on the wall, what are they?
Those are
The pieces of art on the wall are hand woven. So I thought that was really impressive personally. And just in general, it is really impressive in here. Like I said, I've never seen the movie, but if I had to guess what this movie looked like and what a restaurant from the movie would look like, this would be it. Mead Hall is going to have a giant dining room with a ton of tables, and they're going to operate similarly to all of the quick service restaurants here in Epic Universe. And by that I mean they're highly encouraging placing mobile orders. Now, if you did have to order in person, you are able to. However, it is highly encouraged to mobile order, and I would recommend that as well because the lines to order can be long. Once you place your mobile order, if there is a line, you'll wait in it to find a table. If not, you'll just come on in, grab a table, and there's a QR code on each table that you'll scan, and that's how they'll find you with your food. They'll deliver it right to your table. And they've got a really good mix of things on the menu. They have some salads, they have Swedish meatballs, some salmon, they have turkey wings, sausage links, they have a salmon sandwich, and they also have a giant platter of meat, which I can't wait to try that. But before we do get to the platter, I want to try some of the other stuff first. We're going to save the platter for last, the grand finale. This is what we ended up going with for round one at Mead Hall. We had to try these Swedish meatballs. I also wanted to get the turkey wings as well as one of the kids' meals with fried mac and cheese bites, and we are in Mead Hall, so I had to get mead. Well, this is the Gobbler's Mead, and a glass of it did cost me $14. It's a pretty hefty pour, and I've never had mead, quite honestly. The only thing I know about mead is that one of the Sprouse brothers is into making mead these days. I don't know if it's Dylan or Cole, whatever it is, but I think it's supposed to be like a wine, and I love a red wine, so I expect to enjoy it. Ooh. It's like a more snappy wine, almost. It almost tastes like a cross between a hard seltzer and wine. Like, I feel like there might be a little bit of carbonation in here. It's very fruity. It's very sweet. Mead and Mead Hall. Who would have thunk? It's really good. Next up, we have to try the Berserkers meatballs. I don't know if I said that right. They're Swedish meatballs with an onion gravy, lingonberry jam, and smashed root vegetables for $17.99. I do love indulging in a Swedish meatball every now and again. It's not very often that I have them, but they're always pretty tasty when I do. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tiny balls here. We'll try it first. This one doesn't have any of the sauce on it. Actually, I gotta get some sauce on it. What is this sauce here? I think this is a barbecue sauce. We gotta go for a dunk in that. They really didn't give you enough of the lingonberry sauce there. I love the berry sauce with the Swedish meatballs. Those are pretty tasty. The onion gravy has a really great peppery flavor, nice and creamy. The meatballs themselves are very nice and tender, and I like that they're bite-sized. The only thing this is missing is more of that sauce. Like I said, I like my Swedish meatballs just smothered in the lingonberry sauce, and these ones are really good, and they're nice and moist because they do have that gravy on top, but more of that sweetness from the berry sauce would be great. This one right here is covered, so this is going to be the best bite here. It's also served with some smashed root vegetables here, and I'm assuming this is going to be like sweet potatoes. That's at least what it looks like. I definitely feel like there's some sweet potatoes in there. Tastes like maybe some parsnips as well. Carrots, parsnips, sweet potatoes. Not entirely sure what is in this mash here, but it is quite tasty. And I have a feeling it's also going to be really good when you get some meatball and some of that root veggie. After those meatballs, we're gonna go for the Gobber the Belch's turkey wing. These are roasted turkey wings with herb, garlic potatoes, roasted carrots, cipollini onions, wild berry barbecue sauce for $19. It's really funny because you know what I noticed when these were placed on my table? These remind me a lot of the turkey wings that they had for Halloween Horror Nights this year. And I've actually noticed that with a couple of the food items here at Epic Universe. I've noticed 2 of them so far that were at Halloween Horror Nights here in Orlando in 2024. One being these turkey wings, at least a similar kind of version, and I had them during HHN and I thought that turkey wing was really delicious. It was honestly one of my favorite things of Horror Nights this past year. And the other thing that is the same, if not very similar, are the cheddar cheese bites. They're like coated in like a black dust from the Burning Blade Tavern in Monsters Universe. Dark Universe, sorry. I noticed that those two are like very similar, so I don't know if they were trying to like hint at things that were going to be coming to Epic with this year's Halloween Horror Nights, but that could have been the case. But enough talking. Let's get into these turkey wings here, and I am not quite sure if this video is doing justice just how large this is. It is quite literally the size of my head. This is a giant turkey wing. We're used to seeing turkey legs in theme parks. They're bringing turkey wings to theme parks here at Epic, and there are 2 of these. This is a huge meal. Like, 2 people could easily share. There's enough meat for 2. You might need like additional sides, but these turkey wings are huge. I don't know how you could possibly eat more than 1 here. I feel like we have to break off this side to go for it first. Oh my gosh, this is like this wing is very strong. I literally cannot even like snap that off to eat it. Holy cow. I don't know, that worries me a little bit. I guess we just have to go for a bite here. Oh man, guys, I was chewing this turkey wing for what felt like an eternity. I'm not even kidding you, it took me like a minute to chew that 1 bite. The skin on the outside is so thick and chewy, and the meat on the inside isn't very tender either. It's very chewy, and I'm not digging this sauce on the outside here. I unfortunately think I'm not really a big fan of these here. I definitely prefer the Swedish meatballs. I think the Swedish meatballs were a lot better than these turkey wings here. Not to mention, they're like super messy. They're messy, they're hard to eat, they're tough, they're chewy. Not for me, guys. And to close out round 1, we're gonna have the Barf and Belch's Duo Plate. This has mac and cheese bites, grilled sausage, carrots, Nordic fries, and grapes for $9.49. Now this here is actually a kid's meal, but I saw that they had some mac and cheese bites here, so you guys know how I feel about mac and cheese. We had to try that out. Now I know there's been a lot of concern about the kids' meals in Epic Universe because a lot of the food in this park is quite adventurous. So there's not that many like basic things. Here at Mead Hall, I can tell you they have 2 different kids meals. They have the one that I got here with the sausage and the mac and cheese bites, and then they also have a burger kids meal. So there's 2 here. There's not many, but at least we have 2. And I was able to mobile order this, by the way. I have to get to these mac and cheese bites here. I will say they do look frozen. I'm hoping they're not dry on the inside. They do, unfortunately, just look like frozen Kraft mac and cheese bites. Maybe they'll taste a little better, though. We shall see. These are, unfortunately, not very good. They're crispy. They have good seasoning, salt levels and stuff. It's just the inside of the mac and cheese. It really tastes like a dried out Kraft mac and cheese. I guess I did just expect these to be a little bit better. You know, I didn't expect them to be gourmet or anything. However, there is mac and cheese in this land that's really good. So I was thinking, maybe they've fried it up and made a delicious fried mac and cheese bite. That's unfortunately not the case. I was so excited when I saw this, guys. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this existed. I haven't seen anyone cover this. I gotta get these mac and cheese bites. And I thought I had a trick up my sleeve there, a little hidden gem of a food. Unfortunately, it's not really that. I mean, this is coming from an adult's perspective, so from a kid's perspective, these might be really good. But personally, for me, as an adult, I don't think they're that good. It's also served with these little sausage links, so I guess it's like a play on mac and cheese with little weenies in there. I think we do have some sausage coming in our next round, so we're gonna hold off on the sausage for now. Oh my gosh, our platter has arrived. I think Ryan is disgusted.
I'm not even that hungry. You're gonna have to take care of this one, okay?
All right, guys, I'm gonna eat this whole thing. I got it. This is the Thaw Fest platter. It has wild berry barbecue glazed chicken drumsticks, grilled salmon, sausage links, roasted carrots, cipollini onions, Nordic fries, and sides of sauces for $49.99. Hey guys, I am fully aware of just how ridiculous this is, but it had to be done. Someone had to get the $50 meat platter from Mead Hall. And this is obviously enough to feed a family. Luckily, we have some other friends in here who are gonna help us enjoy this platter, but there are 3 drumsticks, 4 sausage links, 2 pieces of salmon, handful of fries. This is a lot of food. This could feed at least 3 here.
Do you think Universal would ever introduce like a meat platter challenge where like within half an hour if one person, like I don't think a theme park has ever done anything like that. And this could be doable. Probably not by me or you, but
I feel like that would be good for a certain series you've got.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, guys, where shall we start? I don't even need this for the start. Let's start with a fry. A simple fry. These are more of like a thick cut fry. They remind me of the fries that you get with fish and chips. And what I really like about them that I'm just noticing, there's some salt and vinegar seasoning on these. Okay, Mead Hall. But as for the meat, let's start with the chicken drumsticks here. They're coated with a wildberry barbecue glaze, and they're almost like those chicken lollies. I will have you know that these are also really heavy. Like, this is a giant, juicy chicken drumstick here. Man, this has to weigh, like, literally, I'm not kidding you, this alone weighs like 3 pounds. It's very heavy to hold up, but let's just dive right in. It's gonna get everywhere. The barbecue sauce tastes a lot better on these drumsticks than it did on the turkey wings. I am actually so surprised at how much I enjoy this drumstick. I think the barbecue sauce is just sweet enough. Sometimes barbecue sauce is a little too sweet for me. That's not the case here. It has a really nice homemade berry kind of flavor. You can totally taste those berries in there. As for the chicken themselves, the chicken is super juicy, yet tender, and it's a really good quality chicken drum. I'm typically not the biggest fan of like a chicken drumstick either, so I would think these wouldn't really be for me, but I am actually really enjoying these. I think they're quite good. And if that is any indicator on how the rest of the meat on this platter is going to be, I can't wait to try this sausage. I strategically got the one with some charring on the top there. I love a good charred sausage. That sausage honestly tastes like a good cross between a hot dog and like a brat. Like, it's a cross between both, which you guys know I don't mind. You know I love indulging in a good glizzy every now and again. So it does remind me a little bit of a hot dog. I wouldn't say it's something like that's super unique that you would need to try if you came here, but it's tasty. While we're at it, let's just finish up with the meat, and we've got 2 little slabs of salmon here. Theme park salmon could be iffy because I don't know if it's going to be cooked well, but honestly, upon breaking it apart, it looks like it's been cooked well. It looks nice and tender and not over. I hate when seafood is overcooked, but this looks solid. The Nordic salmon, and I believe this is supposed to have some type of pastrami rub seasoning on it, so we'll see how it is. That's really good. I'm getting those little hints of pastrami in there. It's also topped with what looks to be some chimichurri. Definitely something similar to a chimichurri, but I believe this is the dill herb creme fraiche. So I want to get some of this with the salmon here as well. That should be a good topping. They also serve a sandwich, a salmon sandwich, on a pumpernickel Kaiser roll, I believe, with this sauce here as well. Ooh. That's like a super fresh tzatziki sauce. Pairs perfectly with the salmon. Wow, I really enjoy that. And since I love that tzatziki so much, I want to dunk one of the fries in there. Anytime I go to a Greek restaurant and I get fries, I always get some extra tzatziki to dunk my fries in. That's the way to go. The final food on our giant feast here are the pickled cucumbers. I like how they specifically called them pickled cucumbers and not just pickles. A little sweet. Bread and butter. Very thin. See-through. Honestly, these are really good. And I must say, I really enjoy this platter. If you're coming here with a good group, a big group, like 3 people sharing this could actually turn into a good deal because each like entree here is around $20. So if you're sharing this amongst 3, it's $50. So you're saving like $10 opposed to everyone getting their own entree. So honestly, if you are coming here with a big group, I would recommend this. Well, we're done over in Mead Hall for today, but you might have realized we didn't get any desserts over in Mead Hall, and they of course have a dessert there, Stormfly's catch of the day. I did have it last time I was here and filmed a video, so I didn't get it today. So here we have Stormfly's catch of the day. It's a chocolate mousse fish with cereal crumble for $7.99. Let's break into our chocolate mousse fish. We're going right for the face. I gotta get a ton of that cereal on there. This is gonna be good. Is this the best chocolate mousse I've ever had? No. I prefer my chocolate mousse to be a little bit more rich and kind of dark, if you will. However, this works because this is perfect for kids, and kids wouldn't enjoy it as rich as I may. So this is still good. This is a good chocolate mousse. What really sets this apart is that cereal crumble on the bottom, because again, it's not just a cereal crumble. It's mixed with almost like a cakey piece that tastes very similar to those strawberry shortcake bars. Like the cereal is just coated in that cake-like or cookie-like thing. And it's really good. That is totally what sets it apart. I like that they went the extra mile with doing that. It's really cute. It's really on theme. And I do like this dessert. I would get it again, personally. Our third and final true dining location in How to Train Your Dragon Land is gonna be Hooligan's Grog and Gruel. And this is actually a spot that you have probably already seen online because they're serving up the now famous mac and cheese cones. This is mainly just a walk-up stand, and they are of course specializing in just one menu item, the mac and cheese cone. They do have 3 different varieties, and alongside the mac and cheese, they're also serving up some drinks. But since I have already tried the PB&J and the hot chicken cone, I think I'm gonna skip those today, but I wanna let you guys know what I thought last time I tried them. Okay, I'm trying the Nashville hot chicken. The mac and cheese is so creamy in here, which I definitely appreciate. I've got a ton of hot chicken there. Cheers. Going in for the PB&J. Oh, cheers. I feel like I'm gonna like that one a little bit more. Not that this is bad, I just don't love the flavor of the chicken.
That's fair enough. It's like a pulled chicken rather than like a standard Nashville hot chicken.
It is pulled chicken, yeah, and it's spicy. I like the fried onions in there. They've got like good crunchy fried onions. Like I said, the mac in here is like super creamy. Oh, you spilling? Let's see if I can get a good, oh, there we go. Look at that. You see how creamy that mac and cheese is in there?
There's also a lot of topping in here. They did not skimp out at all.
This is absolutely huge. Don't love the flavor fully of the chicken, but I love everything else about this. Let's switch. Trade. Now for the PB&J. Got all that pork on there.
Oh, I need a little more of the chicken.
This one's the winner, hands down for me. Yep.
That one.
Yep.
Okay.
And this time I'm tasting a little bit of that peanut butter as well. You can taste, it's like the slightest, just the slightest peanut butter hint. You get a little bit of sweetness in there. Again, that creamy mac.
Perfect mix of sweet and savory, that one. This one's just a little spicy. It's not terribly spicy.
This
Still
is
good.
hands down the winner here. It is cone time. It is cone time. It's like toasted. We've got some everything seasoning on the bread here. It's like garlic bread.
It tastes garlicky today. That's good.
Yeah, wow.
Really good.
So they literally took like a loaf of bread, like a whole baguette, like hollowed it out, put butter and it tastes like some type of garlic spread on the inside and then coated it in everything bagel seasoning. I mean, what's not to love? There is only one of the mac and cheese cones that I did not get to try last time I was here, and that is the plain mac and cheese cone topped with goldfish. So I did pick this one up here to try today. It's still served in the classic garlic bread cone, except it's not much of a cone, it's just a bread end today. I don't know what's going on with these cones, but it should still be quite delicious. The mac is so creamy in here, and I think I'm gonna love those goldfish on top. I actually think the mac here in this cone is really quite good. I don't think it needs all of those extra toppings to kind of be the star of this dish. I think it's great on its own. And I love the aspect of the crispy, crunchy goldfish on top. I do wish they snuck some throughout the rest of the mac and cheese, but man, I feel like the garlic flavor from the bread cone has also kind of rubbed off onto the mac and cheese. This is some fire mac and cheese, and I said it last time, I'll say it again. This is the perfect portable theme park snack. Come get yourself these bread cones in Isle of Berk. So we have officially hit up all 3 of our dining locations here in How to Train Your Dragon Land. There is still one more bonus location that we've got to hit though, How to Treat Your Dragon. This is a merch store as well as a treat store, and they've got a ton of different sweet treats. It's kind of similar to like a confectionery. They've got some prepackaged goodies as well as some fresh goodies. I'm seeing a couple of maybe whoopie pies and a couple of Rice Krispie treats. So we're gonna get a selection of a couple of different things to try out. What are your favorite things here?
The chocolate cake pop.
The chocolate cake pop? Which one is that? This one here?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be buying one for my lunch break.
It's good? Okay, what is this just a chocolate cookie down here?
I believe so. I only has one favorite this one.
And it's that one?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of filling is in this little whoopie pie? A cookie dough it's a whoopie pie? Yes. Okay. We've got our goods, guys. We've got a cute little baggie. Weird way of doing things in there in the pickup situation, but the general consensus between every team member in that store is that the chocolate cake pop was the best thing on the menu. Can't find it. Which one is it? I can't even get stuff out of here. This is it. Wow, this is heavy. It's wrapped up. The big reveal. Are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready. Bam!
Whoa!
Smells nice and chocolatey. I have no idea what that design is. It looks like one of Ryan's tattoos.
It's a shield.
It's a
like
shield?
a Viking shield.
Well, it looks like this could be on your arm. This is probably the largest cake pop known to man, but let's try it out. Guys, I've had the treats from the Universal kind of display cases that they serve up, but none of them have tasted quite like this. This is insanely rich. It's almost like a chocolate molten cake. It's like a cross between a brownie and a cake in consistency. And it is so rich, so chocolatey, literally. Oh my God, it's so good. The layer of chocolate on the outside is a little bit too thick for my personal preference. I wish it was a thinner layer because that cake on the inside is really the star of this, Ryan. Ryan came over, he's like, I could go for a sweet treat. And I was like, oh, let's go get some sweet treats. I don't know if you're getting any of this. This is amazing.
Oh, sure.
I'm not kidding you. This is so good. This might be one of the best things I've eaten all day. I really can't believe it. Shout out to the team members in there, because if they did not tell me to get this, I would not have gotten this. And I'm really happy I did. Next up, we have the cookie dough whoopie pie. And from the looks of it, this looks like kind of similar to a brownie. We've got our filling on the inside, some cookie dough pieces. If this is anything like that cake pop, we're in for a treat. How to treat your dragon. Unfortunately for us, this is nothing like that cake pop. The whoopie pie itself is so dry, and the buttercream filling on the inside is like chalky. There's no cookie dough flavor in this whatsoever. I think they just put like little dots of cookie dough around it, and they're calling it a cookie dough whoopie pie. But this is really dry and really not that great. going right back for the cake pop. Well, after spending what feels like an eternity in How to Train Your Dragon Land, we have officially made it outside of the portal, and we're ready to recap our food adventure. We tried so many amazing things today. I truly think this land might have some of the best food in the entire park. I loved all of the bowls that I tried from Spitfire Grill. Of course, we've got the mac and cheese cones. Those are something that you cannot come to Epic Universe and not get at this point. Most of the food from Mead Hall was really, really good. I enjoyed those Swedish meatballs a lot. And then the sleeper hit at the end. That chocolate cake pop was amazing. The only things that I would say would be misses for me would be those turkey wings from Mead Hall. The texture of the skin on the outside was too chewy, as was the meat on the inside. It was just too chewy for me. And then of course that cookie dough whoopie pie on the end, but those were really the only two things that I had today that I did not care for. So a good day for food here in Epic Universe. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm gonna be doing this in every land in Epic Universe, and I actually have not decided what land we're gonna cover next food-wise. So let me know down below in the comments what land you wanna see me eat in next. I haven't decided yet, so I need your guys' help. I wanna give a massive shout out to everyone over on Patreon. They actually helped me decide what land I was gonna start this series in. And of course, thank you guys for checking out this video. If you enjoy honest food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.